Growing up, I've always been hands-on, and yeah, I built a skateboard ramp, and it was pretty fun. And then, yeah, it was really fun. Not so much science, but definitely math and stuff like that, yeah. Just a common knowledge of wood, carpentry, and measurements and stuff like that. I see myself working at the city of Akron full-time. I'm working an internship right now through there, and I really like it, so I'm going to try to push to work there full-time. The courses here are really good. I'm thankful for all the courses I'm in now. I mean, the internship that was offered to me wouldn't have been possible at another district probably, so I'd say I'm thankful. Yeah, probably Mr. Baker, the construction teacher. He taught me a lot of stuff with wall layout and how to use a lot of tools, and he definitely furthered my knowledge and all that type of stuff, so yeah.
Every student, every child, every person learns differently. They experience material differently. Our Ready Spark kindergarten program is for our pre-K students. We work with every preschooler in the district. We really get to those students who learn kinesthetically, so they're dancing, they're really experiencing the material in a different way, and for many of them, that's the way that they learn best. We use a lot of songs in what we do, so there's rhyming, which is very, very important for everyone. They need to know that these words sound alike, so as a future reader, they might look alike. You know, they have to creative problem solve in our class. They have to learn a dance, so they have to understand sequence, that this step comes after this step. Dance is all about control, that, you know, you dance at this time, you sing at this time, so impulse control is a big part of what we're teaching too. We bring a professional dance teacher, 2 professional dance teachers, and a musician to every single classroom. So they're really getting to see the teamwork between us. They're also getting to see professional artists in their class and seeing music in real time. Our program is 15 weeks long, so we actually see the students 15 times throughout our program. At the end of the 15 weeks, they go to the professional stage at Firestone in their arts building, and they perform on the stage. That's one of the most magical moments, where you see all these little 3- and 4-year-olds sitting up on a stage that hasn't been lit yet, and we're like, look up and see, and the stage lights come and they sit a little bit taller. Like, look at me, look how confident, look what I know, look what I've been working towards. I'm ready to stand in the spotlight and show you who I am and what I can do. I'm a huge fan of Essential Experience, not just our experience, but the entire program. I think it's just so valuable. When I got into this work, I realized that so many of the students we serve don't spend a lot of time outside of their neighborhood. They don't understand what the possibilities for them are. What can I be? What else is there? What else is needed in the world that maybe I can contribute to?
My name is Kazima. A Black history person that I am inspired by is Martin Luther King. The reason why I'm inspired by him is his speech, I Have a Dream. It kind of like brings me a lot of inspiration of like keep on chasing my goals, don't give up because of my skin color or like what other people say, especially with a lot of racism in our generation now. So that's why Martin Luther King is a person I look up to.
Hi, my name is Justin from Akron East, 12th grader. My meaningful message is to bet on yourself. You can be doing good, you can be doing bad. It doesn't matter. People are going to continue to talk, so just prove yourself right.
TSS Mr. McCriven. This is the Magic of Bridges. He all gonna be showing us a magic trick. Tune in with me on February 20th. I'm taking over school Instagram.
Put your card right there. Dom's card. Remember Dom's card. Got it? Take your card, show the camera. I got a card right here in my pocket that happens to be Dom's card. Put your card right there. All the way down. Hold your hand out flat. Right here on top of the back, we add whose card is that? There's Dom's card right there. Put your hand right there on top. And of course, there's Dom's card. Turn that card over.
Bro, what?
Bro, what? That's the magic of bridges.
Magic of Bridges.
The only thing better than recess
Is learning in Mrs. D. Marinel's class.
with oddbots.
Okay, that's part of technology.
Of course, it's not spelling my lines. Turn. He's not turning. I did a square and it works. I did an
Calibrate it. Make a large black circle. We're going to try a harder one. This is a polygon. It's still a quadrilateral, but two of its ends are angled. So that looks good. Go ahead and try it out. That's okay. You got it.
We had a blast going through our classroom today. Hi, this is me, Phelan again. Thanks for hanging out with me at 3rd grade Betty Jane CLC. On my Instagram takeover. Bye.
In spring 2025, Akron Public Schools piloted the Amazing Shape, a dynamic competition that emphasizes teaching students manners, self-discipline, respect, and how to conduct themselves in a professional environment. It tests and encourages soft skills such as poise, confidence, and charisma.
During the Amazing Shake, I learned about trust, honesty, and friendship.
How to shake hands, make eye contact, and how to meet adults. How to carry conversations and how to start.
And it was a great experience. It got me out of my comfort zone.
I became friends with all the other scholars, and that is going to help me in the real world where I'm going to learn how to have connections with other people.
It's taught me how to work better with people, meet new people, and find out more about how to be more social.
Really just taught me is that I don't have to know somebody to be kind.
Based on the competition that originated in 2009 at the Ron Clark Academy in Atlanta, Georgia, the event helps teach and test learners' social and life skills. Our event has 4 rounds, and each one is a challenge that simulates real-world interactions, including proper handshakes, conversation, networking, and interview techniques. Scholars are scored in each round to determine who will advance to future rounds where more of their skills will be put to the test. The first round is made up of 16 stations, and scholars visit each one for just 60 seconds. These challenges include introducing themselves, having a conversation, promoting your city, making an appointment, taking ownership of a mistake, promoting their school, selling an item, ordering at a restaurant, and helping others overcome an obstacle. Rounds 2, 3, and 4 build on the first round, with scholars working together on team challenges, individually demonstrating a skill or process, pitching an idea on how to improve their school or community, having a business lunch with judges, networking, and both individual and group interviews.
During the music shake was proper eye contact, proper handshake, and like how to talk to people more like professionally, and how it will help in middle school.
Then at the end of round 4, the district winner will be announced.
Now, without further ado, I am so pleased to announce the winner of the first ever 2025 College and Career Academy's Amazing Shape competition is Mackenzie Young.
If all of these skills sound familiar, it's because they are directly related to the skills listed on our portrait of an elementary scholar. Skills which Akron Public Schools teachers, administrators, families, and business partners develop together to help our scholars to be prepared for success in middle school and beyond. Scholars will be able to practice all of these skills on a regular basis, beginning in kindergarten all the way through 5th grade. This amazing event engages students in a way that works very well with the standard curriculum. It goes above and beyond classroom instruction and challenges students to be prepared for learning, prepared for middle school, and prepared for life.
I was a little nervous. It was kind of scary, but when it was done, I wasn't nervous at all.
Because of this, we're thrilled that Akron Public Schools has made this event the summative experience for our elementary scholars. That's right, going forward, every 5th grader will get to participate in Akron Public Schools' Amazing Shake. The challenge is now yours. Are you ready? Because we can't wait.
My name is Isabella, and a Black history figure that I really admired was Malcolm X. I did some research about him, and he is like an abolitionist, and I also learned a little about how he was a great figure, and he also just made a lot of changes for Black people.
Hello, this is our music orchestra. Look at them play. Don't they sound amazing? That's it for today. See you guys later.
As parents, we seek the best opportunities for our children's growth and development. And one of the most crucial opportunities is pre-kindergarten education. For parents, pre-K offers much more than just a safe place for their children. It's an investment in their child's future, a foundation that sets the stage for lifelong success.
Well, pre-K is the building blocks. It's the foundation of getting ready for school, for kindergarten. It's teaching them how to socialize, interact with peers. It's teaching them those pre-academic skills that they'll need to continue to grow.
Pre-K is very important for their social emotional skills. Also, especially here in this building, it's going to help them transition and get all the great foundation that they need to transition to kindergarten.
In pre-kindergarten, children learn to socialize, share, and communicate effectively with their peers. These early interactions are the groundwork for building relationships and collaborating with others later in life.
A lot of our day is incorporating those social emotional skills. We model how to self-regulate, how to take turns, how to cooperate, some strategies on breathing, and just using our words to explain how we feel and understand our feelings. We do literacy, math, gross and fine motor skills, oral language skills, cognitive, like being persistent, not giving up.
In Akron Public Schools, pre-K teachers play a pivotal role in identifying and nurturing each child's unique strengths and abilities. They create a supportive environment where children feel valued and encouraged to explore their interests.
Here at APS, we are a family. We're going to work together, to make sure that the transition for these kids is as easy as possible on them.
Through play-based learning experiences, children develop critical thinking skills, creativity, and problem-solving abilities, essential for success in school and beyond.
We have purposeful play, we plan, we use our data to drive our instruction, which is so important. We differentiate what we're doing during our small group time. They're playing, but it's really purposeful, so we know if they need to work on counting or identifying shapes, and we can do that in all the centers. We have conferences with the families and involve the families in their child's learning to make it an investment for them and us as well, working together.
For parents, witnessing their child's growth, confidence, and excitement for learning makes deciding to enroll them in pre-kindergarten an easy choice and an invaluable investment in their future. Research consistently shows that children who attend high-quality pre-kindergarten programs demonstrate better academic performance, higher graduation rates, and increased earning potential later in life. In essence, pre-kindergarten isn't
Did you tell me how I was going to do it? Good evening and welcome to the Akron Public School Board's August 10th, 2026 meeting. Roll call, please. Attorney Treasurer Bauer.
Reverend Harrison.
Present.
Mr. Jaros.
Present.
Ms. Kelly.
Present.
Dr. Molinar.
Present.
Mr. Montgomery.
Here.
Mrs. Sykes.
Present.
6 present.
Please stand with us for the Pledge of Allegiance.
States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Approval of the previous meeting minutes. Is there a motion?
So moved.
So moved by Member Montgomery. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Member Harrison. Any discussion? Hearing none and seeing none, the treasurer will call the roll.
Mr. Montgomery.
Yes.
Mrs. Sykes.
Yes.
Reverend Harrison.
Yes.
Mr. Jaros.
Yes.
Ms. Kelly.
Yes.
Dr. Molinar.
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0.
Thank you, Treasurer. There appears to be one person that has signed up to speak. Member Jaros.
Yes, Madam President, we have a Michael, is it Little? Lytle.
Thank you. Please come forward, Mr. Lytle, in which you would take the mic there. We would ask that you would speak to matters that's related to the board and try and keep your comments at 3 minutes, please. Good evening. That does not appear to be working. Can someone assist him with that?
Hello?
There we go.
All right, just a different mic.
All righty, thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, Superintendent, President, members of the board. My name is Michael Lytle, and I live over on North Firestone. I am speaking tonight as a matter of routine public record tracking regarding Resolution 26-123, which was officially approved by vote during the 27th meeting, the July 27th meeting. I want to formally place a critical clerical contradiction into the public minutes so that the certified record can be corrected. The formal title of Resolution 26-123 indicates it authorizes parent transportation contracts for the current 2026-2027 school year. However, the certified explanation of resolution published on the district's board docs platform explicitly states that this item approves the 7th list of students for the 2025-2026 school year. Even if the proper physical document was attached behind the scenes, the certified text officially binds this new resolution to a closed prior academic period. Under the Ohio Revised Code, Section 332702, the board is required to perform an individualized, data-backed evaluation of impracticality for students in the active school year, formally citing a 2025-2026 list to pass a 2026-2027 mandate creates a legally conflicting public record that compromises accurate administrative tracking for district families. I have handed out a printed copy of the board docs text with the specific tracking error to the board secretary. I ask that the board direct the official or the Office of Business Affairs to formally amend the July 27th record to accurately reflect the 2026-2027 academic terms so that our public data remains legally sound. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The board, of course, will not respond. We will take a look at your comments and ask the superintendent to respond appropriately. And thank you very much for your participation in bringing this to our attention. All right. So we will move on to the superintendent's report.
Thank you, Madam President. Members of the board, this year as I've been giving my report, I've just been trying to ground us in the work that we are doing together, which is a mission around ensuring our APS scholars are college, career, and life ready by providing innovative educational experiences that supports our vision that all APS scholars will graduate as architects of their future, prepared to thrive in an ever-changing world. So one way that we do this work is through our board meetings. You know that all of our work is located in one of our 4 cornerstones, or it could even be attached to multiple cornerstones. So I'm going to walk you through which cornerstones are impacted by my report this evening, beginning with Cornerstone 1. This weekend, we've learned that one of our students tragically passed away. And I would just like to share some additional information with you at this time, as we are truly a district in mourning. And our hearts are with Jair's family and loved ones, as well as the North football team, where Jair played football and was the captain of his team. Also with our school community as they grieve this heartbreaking loss. Our focus is on supporting those affected while respecting the family's privacy during this incredibly difficult time. So I ask if you could please join me in a moment of silence for our student, Jair Bell. Thank you. This afternoon, the football team did gather for their practice, and we also had our grief counselors on hand to support the team, and we will continue to provide the necessary support to the team and the student body as needed. As we move into other business, I just want to remind our families that our back to school mailers have been released, and if you have not already received them, they should be in your mailbox soon. It contains very important back to school information, and we ask that you please go over it with your scholars. Also included in today's report out is the dates that each of our different levels start school for the 26-27 school year. So Akron Early College and STEM High School, 9th graders will begin on August 12th, which is this week, followed by our 10th through 12th grade students at Akron Early College. And on the 13th, 10th through 11th grade STEM high school students will begin. On August 14th, grade 12 STEM high school students will begin school. Then on the 27th of August, grades 1st through 12th will begin at all of our other schools. And on August 31st, our preschool and kindergarten students will come back to school. Will start school. How about that? I would like to bring some information to you regarding our team reflecting on the use of clear bags. The safety of our students, staff, and families and guests remained our highest priority in APS. And we would like to, we are discussing that this year we would like to implement an enhanced event safety procedures at district events to help provide a safe and welcoming environment for everyone. Guests are encouraged to review the event safety procedures, including permitted and prohibited items, before arriving. Information will be available on the district's website, at event entrances, and also on the back of our event tickets. All guests are subject to district security screening procedures, and permitted bags are subject to inspection. We appreciate the cooperation and support of our families and community as we work together to provide a safe and enjoyable experience at all of our APS events. Moving on to Cornerstone 2, we would like to welcome back our counselors today, and also our deans, our assistant principals, and our academy principals. And at this point, with permission of the president, I would like to have some support staff come up so that we can share some information that has been recently shared with us regarding our Ohio amendment ESSA plan. So if I could please have Keith Lichty and Dr. Lash join me, and we'll just tag team this very quickly, but wanted to put this on the board's radar today. So ESSA is Every Student Succeed Act. And so for the state of Ohio, this is through the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce. And all of our schools have a rating. And we are going to ask Keith if he could, because he oversees our title programming. and our funds, which we all oversee. But we just want to quickly again just take you through some information that is important for the board to know. We're not asking you at this time to take any action, but we are here to raise awareness, and then we will come back to bring some additional information.
Thank you, Superintendent, and good evening, President Sykes, Vice President Dr. Molinar, and the board. So as Superintendent stated, those are the three categories of federal designation. We get identified every year for the targeted and the additional ATSI support, every 3 years for the comprehensive. And as those are listed on the screen, is from the most significant designation, and then middle and the lowest. Comprehensive, just most easily put, is you're in the lowest 5% of all schools across the state as we roll up those report card components. You remember Dr. Lash's last presentation, we have the different areas that were rated on the report card. You roll all those up, the schools in the bottom 5 are CSI. The next level is targeted support and improvement. So once they sweep away those CSI schools, the next lowest 5% who fall in the lowest 5 in any one subgroup. And so we have a lot of subgroups in Akron. So that's the middle level. And then ATSI takes then another 2%. So we take off 5% CSI, 5% for TSI, and then ATSI is the next designation. And so right now in Akron, we have 5 CSI schools, 5 ATSI schools, and 4 TSI schools. And why the superintendent really wants to share this message today is we are very concerned about the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce's ESSA flexibility waiver. So the State Department is applying a waiver to the federal government in how the state responds to schools with these designations. So if we can go to the next slide. If a school remains in CSI status for more than 1 3-year period, there's a new label, and it's brand new this year. It's called CSI MRI, more rigorous interventions. We have 2 schools in Akron that are now CSI MRI, AAA being one of them, and they are an alternative to graduation pathway. They're probably, by the nature of their program, always going to be a school with a label, and the state recognizes that, but has not necessarily changed those levers to help us. The other is Garfield, and they've had so much progress. They were able to exit their status this year, and the State Department said, oops, we made a mistake. We gave you the CSI label, but you actually made enough improvement to get out. Do you want to stay in, or do you want to get out? And we said, after much deliberation, many meetings and informational sessions, we decided to stay in for the continued financial and professional development support. So we'll be asking more questions, but this is alarming to us.
Keith, if I could just interject.
Yes,
so at the time that we made the decision to intentionally stay in, there were no consequences, or we would not have opted to stay in. We would have said, no, we do not need the extra funds, we'll let them go and we'll come out. But because there were no stated ramifications by staying in, we decided to stay in to receive the additional funding.
Thank you for that point. Well said. Even I work with the State Department all the time. This information did not pass in any of our monthly meetings. It came to a surprise, and we caught it the day before closing comments. And so we did get a comment in. So there are 16 elements to this proposed plan, 16 major elements on what to do with a school with a designation. We sat down with the superintendent and reviewed these and color-coded them in 3 ways. Green if it's pretty much business as usual, like we've had schools at improvement status, we've been working with the state for years, this doesn't surprise us. Yellow is like, this feels a little harsher, we have some questions, and red is like, we're not sure where this is coming from, and unclear that this type of move would actually help our public schools rather than hinder or dismantle our public schools. And so we'll kind of briefly talk about these, but we have them and we can follow up in a future meeting. But for example, the first two on the board are green. We have a one plan, is what we call it by the state. It's on file. We work collaboratively with the state support team to develop our goals and strategies. And we've actually received some feedback and are making some minor adjustments right now. And yes, we have literacy and math goals across our district and across our buildings. And so, check, we can meet this type of standard. On the following slide, you'll see there's some more yellows. And these are where we just have a little bit more concern. The state is starting to provide directives like, we'll tell you what your improvement strategy will be. We will do number 6, a comprehensive academic review. We've lived through those before. They were called SIDRs, Site Improvement Diagnostic Reviews, where they come in, they look at your program, they give you feedback and suggestions. So some of these things we've lived for. We have some questions, like 6, actually telling us who the approved vendor that we would work for. That's, that becomes a little questionable. 9, 10, and on through 16 become more alarming because they start to talk about whole school redesign and taking decision-making from the school board, from the school executive team here into the hands of an unnamed person from the Department of Education. So for example, number 9, a complete comprehensive school redesign where they tell us what the model is and can even define new leadership for that building. Number 10, we feel like there's plenty of oversight around our budgets. We do that all the time. 11 through 16, these are the really, I like to start at the bottom, to be honest with you, because it's the most alarming. Number 16, closure of the school. In Akron, we've done lots of presentations over time on our report card. We're making steady gains almost every year, so that seems a little drastic. But you can see as you read through the list, conversions to charter schools, bringing outside entities in to run our building, replacing the principal, replacing the staff. Seem aggressive when we look at the landscape around us, and we're often outperforming or performing as well as our charter schools. It's a little concerning that the state could give us over to them.
Thank you. So are there any questions from the board members? Member Giros.
How much funding are we receiving for Garfield being under this label?
Approximately $150,000 to be a CSI school this year.
Member Hall.
Thank you, President Sykes. So number one, I would like, so 2 quick questions. Could we know what schools are in this ESSA plan? Because I know you had 3 different tiers and you had the 4th one. You gave us the 2 schools in the 4th one, but you didn't tell us the other schools. So I'm curious of finding out what schools are in this plan. And then will we get an update next year on these results if these schools have come out? And if so, if they have not, then I understand what you stated, like principal change and staff change. But what are the steps to, if these schools do not come out of these plans? Now, I know certain schools are here, but they're making their way, to a better progress. And I would probably just say maybe I Promise or something like that, but they are, tearing up and getting our kids to where they need to be. But other than that school in AAA, I'm curious to find out what other schools are receiving these plans.
Mr. Lichty.
Absolutely.
Mr. Lichty.
Thank you. So I will find how the superintendent would best like me to share. I condensed it for today, but I keep a spreadsheet with like a 12-year history of every school's designation. So we'll get that to you so you can see, because there is another designation we didn't even talk about, which is a state designation called WATCH. So perhaps that's something we can talk about more in depth, but I'll get that to you
Just
as
a
well.
moment. Superintendent, did you want to add?
Oh, no, I was just going to say that, reminded me that we had a sheet. That's okay.
Okay. Mr. Lichty.
And then I feel like I should have brought it up earlier. So designations will come. So our kids have already tested. We're starting to get, and we met with principals today, looking at their preliminary report cards. They're not ready for public release. They're still being calculated, but we can get an inside look at them. So those will come out in September. The state will re-release designations usually around December, January. So we'll be able to see if any of these schools have made their they need to make 2 years worth of progress to get out. So we'll start monitoring that in January when we get new designations. Superintendent Outley said we aren't asking for board action yet, but
Excuse me.
Nope.
Did you finish answering your question? Member Hall, did you have a second question?
Yes, if you don't mind. Thank you. I know I had asked my first question kind of a couple questions, so I'm just asked this last one. So, but it just triggered me because you just said you have a 12-year running list of the schools. Out of the 12 years, do we have some of the same schools in the same problem, in the same categories?
Mr. Lichty.
Thank you. Yes, we do have schools that carry a school improvement designation. They continue every 3 to 5 years to change those designations. So while the name, they used to be focus schools, now they're ATSI. They used to be, oh my gosh, I forgot my designations. We had focus, watch, and priority schools. Priority is now CSI. So yes, we do have schools that have carried that most intense designation, although the name changes. And that's what I've been keeping track of through my time in the school improvement department.
Thank you.
Thank you, Member Hall. That's it. Member Kelly?
Thank you, President Sykes. I don't have a question, but I would like to make a statement. When we're hearing this, I want to just share with our community members that may be listening to this conversation right now that when we hear school closures and reassigning a principal or bringing in a case manager from outside of that school district, I want this community to know that it's not just the Akron Public School District. This is something, that is happening statewide. So I do want to reassure this community that as more of this information is disclosed, that I'm very confident that not only our board president, but our superintendent will bring forth additional information as we're all trying to figure out what this is. So I am grateful for this presentation, and I am very grateful for this presentation because this is a conversation that we have to have. Thank you.
Member Harris.
Thank you, Madam President. Madam President, and this would be something I think would be served well in our instructional policy committee. I know that Garfield last year had it was a really difficult decision to make if they were going to stay in this designation or they were not going to stay in this designation. But just want to give a shout out to Ms. Rodacker at Garfield and her staff. Garfield has the biggest footprint in the district. Kids come from the biggest, when I say the biggest footprint, north, south, east, and west. They had improved their attendance. They had a better improvement of attendance for as far as high school in the district. So there was a lot of work that's put in this. It's really difficult to watch some of the things that's coming out from the legislators, the unfunded mandates or the barely funded mandates. So I think this would be I just didn't want to leave it out here that Garfield has been in this designation for so long, and they've done so much work over the last 3 years to come to a place where they are. And I would just like to see some of that work highlighted in our instructional policy meeting. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Member Harrison. All right. Thank you very much. Let me just say this, that I read this as very, very serious. This is a waiver that has been submitted from the state of Ohio to our U.S. government. So this waiver is not simply saying that this is what we're thinking about doing. This waiver is saying this is what we are planning on doing, and we want you to approve this waiver, and this will allow us to continue to receive our Title I funds. And so when we look at merging with a higher performing school operated by a school management organization approved by the department, this is what the governor has submitted to the United States government for approval. Conversion to a charter school with a high-performing school operated by a school management organization approved by the department. This is what the governor has submitted to our U.S. government for approval. Reopening a school under a new principal or management team with authority to replace staff or restructure programs. And this is just a few of the 16 items that our state of Ohio has submitted to our U.S. government to say, this is what we plan on doing. And even though there were only 2 schools mentioned, there are other schools that's in the queue that will easily move into this category. So this is pants on fire situation here, that we need to communicate effectively and efficiently to our community to let them know what is going on here. And it is by no mistake that this is being submitted by the governor that's on his way out the door, so that when a new administration comes in, that these things shall be implemented. So this is pants on fire. This is where our focus needs to be. If we are going to protect our public school system, we need to let our parents understand what is happening here. This is not simply, let's keep us involved in this. This is a community problem. This is a community issue that we all need to be aware of, and it has already started to take place. This is not what they're just thinking about. So, in essence, when schools are finding themselves in a situation whereby our students or the school is underperforming, then the state in the past have come to take over the whole school. This says we can pick and choose and take over individual schools within your school district. And not only can we take over your school, we can take over the building, the teachers, and the children. So there's no need, charter schools, to go build a new school. You can just take the Akron Public School. There's no reason for you to come up with a plan. All we got to determine is that you are already succeeding, and we would enter into a contract, state of Ohio, with you to say you can come into Akron and land wherever we decide you should land, because we have determined that the students in Akron Public Schools are not performing at the level that we think they should be performing at. So it's pick and choose. new school, old school, any school, teachers, counselors, all of the administration within any of the school systems. That is what the state of Ohio is recommending shall happen. It is frightening. It is frightening. So while we're worried about various things, this is what's happening to our public school system. Already in the make, already happening. And we really need to figure out what we are going to do about it. So I believe, Mr. Leonard, you had a resolution, something else that you were about to mention?
And Superintendent could probably speak to it better. I think while no action right now, I'm sure the urban school districts would like to get together in response to this waiver. We expect that decisions will be made by the end of the calendar year.
Superintendent?
Thank you, Madam President. Yes, the Ohio 8 Coalition will be meeting on Friday so that we can get a better understanding of where we currently stand and how we would like to, as a coalition, address this. We feel that it may be more powerful if we sign off on a resolution together and ask each of our boards to do the same. So after that meeting, I'll be able to report back and with a recommendation.
Thank you, Superintendent. Any additional questions, comments? All right, Superintendent?
Madam President, that will conclude my report.
Thank you, Superintendent. So we need to, I need a motion to approve the special board meeting, our board retreat that we had on July 25th, 2026.
So moved. Second.
So moved by Member Kelly, second by Member Hall. Any discussion? Hearing none and seeing none. Member Molinar.
Thank you, Madam President. At the retreat, in the minutes, we discussed the goals, and later this meeting will be approving the evaluations, but we are still, as we are ramping into the new school year, still discussing the goals. So I just wanted to clarify in case there were questions. Approving the minutes and the evaluations is not yet approving the goals. Thank you.
So that will be approving the goals for the coming school year.
Yes.
So any additional questions, comments, discussion? Hearing none and seeing none, the treasurer will please call the roll.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mrs. Sykes?
Yes.
Ms. Hall?
Yes.
Reverend Harrison?
Abstain.
Mr. Jaros?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. Molnar?
Yes.
Motion carries 601.
Thank you, Treasurer. Committee reports, Finance and Capital Management Committee, Chair Montgomery.
Thank you, Madam President. The Finance and Capital Management Committee did not meet in the month of July. Our next regularly scheduled meeting is August the 19th at 6:30 in this boardroom.
Thank you, Mr. Montgomery. Instructional Policies and Student Achievement Committee, Chair Molinar.
Thank you, Madam President. The Instructional Policy Committee met and we had discussed 4 partnership updates with the Carnegie Foundation, Gates Foundation, Council of Great City Schools, and Harvard. We also had back to school update. There were lots of slides. We ran out of time, so I recommend anyone watching, watch to the end. We did click through the slides for information, but the focus of the meeting was on instructional vision and the 26-27 priorities. Administration presented to the board their priorities for the school year, high quality tier 1 instruction, multi-tiered systems of support, and systems of accountability, and how success will be announced and communicated. And so upcoming meetings, our next meeting will be Tuesday, September 8th. It's actually on a Tuesday because of Labor Day. So Tuesday, September 8th at 4:30, we'll be discussing report card data and the relationship to the priorities and some of the movement and progress that we've been making and are looking forward to. Tuesday, September 8th, 4:30, right here in the Reverend Dr. Curtis T. Walker boardroom. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Chair Molinar. Legal and Contracts Committee, Chair Jaros.
Thank you, Madam President. The Legal and Contracts Committee did meet in July, but reported out on July 27th. Our upcoming meeting will be August 19th at 4:30 here at the boardroom.
Thank you, Member Jaros. Policy Committee, Member Harrison.
Thank you, Madam President. Madam President, the Policy Committee met August 3rd at 5:30 here in the boardroom. We discussed Policy 6320, our procurement policy. We spent the entirety of the meeting just getting background information so that we can further this policy 6320 procurement and 6325 federal procurement. So we spent the meeting. We had robust discussions on these two particular items. Our next meeting will be Tuesday, September 8th here in the Reverend Dr. Curtis T. Walker boardroom. I don't know why I keep getting mixed up. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Chair Harrison. Rules Committee, Member Kelly.
Thank you, Madam President. The Rules Committee last met on August 3rd, where we discussed a variety of consent agenda items, along with 3 items that mention the retirement of some amazing members of our team here with the Akron Public Schools. One of those retirees is actually here with us today. So I definitely want to acknowledge that. Because of the math expert I am, I total all of the years of service that those retirees have dedicated to this district, and it is 85 years of service, of dedication they have committed to our children, and I just want to just acknowledge them for their service and their generosity that they have extended and given to all of us. Our next the next Rules Committee is scheduled for August 17th at 5:30 p.m., and that concludes my report.
Thank you, Member Kelly. Student Success Celebration Committee, Member Hall.
Thank you, President Sykes. Student Success Celebration Committee did not meet in the month of July. We will meet again August 19th at 5:30. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Hall. Okay. So we will now move on to the consent agenda. Is there a request to remove any items from the consent agenda? Any request to remove any items from the consent agenda? Hearing none and seeing none, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
So moved by Member Montgomery. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Member Kelly. The treasurer will call the roll.
Mrs. Sykes?
Yes.
Ms. Hall?
Yes.
Reverend Harrison?
Yes.
Mr. Jaros?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. Molnar?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you, Treasurer. We will now move on to new business. Under new business, item number 25.1, some motions to approve the retirement of the fantastic administrator, Carla Chapman. Is there a motion?
So moved.
So moved by Mr. Montgomery. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Member Hall. Is there any discussion? Member Hall.
So I have to vote yes, right? No, I'm joking. I just want to say publicly out loud that Ms. Carla, you have been phenomenal. You have been in our community working very hard. You're not only a legacy person of St. V, where your jersey was retired. That's awesome. But just your work and dedication with the schools, with City of Akron. I know every committee I'm on that's pertaining to our community, you're on. So just thank you for your hard work. Thank you for loving our children. Thank you for loving our community. Although you're retiring, the work doesn't stop. It sounds like people that retire, you start working harder, I guess. So I just look forward to continuing to work with you and just thank you for your time and dedication.
Member Molinar.
Thank you, Madam President. I have to believe it's possible. But while we might have to say goodbye to Dr. Chapman, our director, I hope still get to see a lot more of Citizen Carla. I remember Citizen Carla came and spoke very often, so I look forward to hearing and continuing to see work from Citizen Carla. Thank you.
Member Harrison.
Thank you, Madam President. Before I speak, Madam President, there has been a question that continues to be asked of me. And I'm not sure why they're asking me, but they've asked me, well, if Carla is retiring, what will she do? And I didn't ask her, but I just listened to her sometime, and I just have a few things here that I want to share with you. She will be picking up dry cleaning, dropping off dry cleaning, cooking breakfast, cooking lunch, cooking dinner, doing laundry, traveling. Oh, that's my list. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's my list. I just want to, Dr. Chapman has been in the district a long time, and sometimes we lose sight because we identify a person with a job and not their skill set. And so when you're talking about a skill set here in the community, when you talk about not only being able to function at a high level with your job, but when you can talk to anybody and everybody, when you can go to a meeting with high heels on or Air Force Ones, you know, when you can talk at a levy presentation to someone who is absolutely opposed to a levy and at least get them at a neutral place, when you really care about kids and you go into your pockets, there are some things that we don't know or it's not known. Dr. Chapman has a group of girls that she mentored, that she does lunch with. In spite of everything she does, she makes time for students. Dr. Chapman has a daughter who is functioning at a very high level, who has obtained her doctor's degree after going through years of a degenerate illness, a very rare illness, but yet still came to work every day with a smile on her face, with a good disposition. I am more than excited for her. I am looking forward to having stuff picked up, dropped off, cooking. I'm looking forward to traveling. I'm looking forward to just her retirement. I just say it's a job well done. Not only you're a value to APS, you're a value to the community. And I know for anyone listening that they should be standing in line to receive the services she's offered because she is an asset to this community. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Member Harrison. Thank you, Member Harrison. So let me just say to Dr. Carla Chapman, Chief of Community Relations and Strategic Engagement, that of course I knew you before coming on this board, but after working with the levy with you day to day, half of the night, all times of the day, early morning, now I think I really know you. I really know you. And I know you as a hard-working person that cares so much about our children here in Akron Public Schools, and also care about your colleagues, that you have had these different jobs and responsibility, that you work with them to carry out the role of Chief for Community Relations and Strategic Engagement, as well as our DEI person and various other titles that you've had throughout the year. So I will announce so that she will say that it's true that she has agreed to stay on with the levy with the levy committee, with the levy. I said stay on with the levy committee, right? As our Deputy Treasurer, she has agreed to do that. So we will continue to see her at those meetings, and we still got to set a date for the next meeting. So I appreciate you agreeing to do that, and I'm putting that on record so that you know you have agreed to do that. And I can say that, you know, as we stand there at the poll and talking to people about the levy, and I'm talking to a group of people, then all of a sudden I would feel this arm come across me because she makes me feel very short as she was giving someone a piece of literature about our levy that I'm like, oh my goodness, she's so tall. Why did she do this to me? But always with a smile, always pleasant. 6:30 in the morning to 7:30 at night or 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, whatever time it was. And there was absolutely, as I said about Adam, there was absolutely nothing that was too small, too insignificant that she would not say yes, she would do in order to make sure the levy passed, because it was absolutely for the school district and for the place that she calls home. So I know that this is your home, that as Member Hall says, we expect to see you throughout the community. We know we'll see you throughout the community, and it will not be picking up laundry. We know that. So he does that. So we are, again, happy and sad at the same time. We look forward to seeing you. We look forward to hearing from you. And we look forward to all the fantastic, fantastic things that we know that you are going to do in your future. So congratulations. Congratulations, congratulations. I am sorry to see you go, but I'm happy that you have made this decision to start the next agenda in your life that I know is just going to be fantastic. So congratulations. All righty, we have to move on. So the motion's been made and there's been a second, so there's no more discussion, then the treasurer shall call the roll.
Ms. Hall?
Yes.
Reverend Harrison?
Yes.
Mr. Jaros?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. Molnar?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mrs. Sykes?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you, Treasurer. We will now move on to item 25.2, which is, may I have a motion or a resolution to authorize a contract with parents for transporting their children to and or from the school year of 2026-2027 list. This is list number 2.
So moved.
So moved by Member Montgomery. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Member Harrison. Is there any comments? Any questions? Member Montgomery.
Thank you, Madam President. Just a clerical, the attachment that's on here,
Okay.
that has the listing of the codes. It's 120000, and then the codes are 1235 on all of the things. So if we can just have the attachment updated with the proper numbers, that would be appreciated. I'm assuming they're in order, but thank you, Madam President.
Okay, I see the superintendent's noting that. Thank you. Any other questions? Any other comments? Hearing none and seeing none, the treasurer shall call the roll.
Reverend Harrison?
Yes.
Mr. Jaros?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. Molnar?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mrs. Sykes?
Yes.
Ms. Hall?
Abstain.
Motion carries 6-0-1.
Motion carries 6 and 1 abstention. Thank you, Treasurer. Item 25.3 is a resolution authorizing the use of urgent necessity for emergency stadium sound system replacement at Garfield CLC Stadium. Is there a motion?
So moved.
So moved by Member Hall. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Member Harrison. Is there any questions or discussions? Member Hall.
Thank you, President Sykes. So I'm looking here, and they're replacing the sound system at the stadium. So just for clarification, the stadium that Garfield plays at would be the old Kenmore Stadium, so forth. Is this just for, by upgrading it, are they just only having day games at this stadium? Are they able to have night games, or is it just day games?
It's a sound system, so.
Yeah, it's a sound system, but I'm just curious of how they're going to be able to utilize the sound system. Is it just for the daytime games, or is it evening as well, or?
Did you want the director to
Yes,
come up?
the director, because I wasn't aware there were lights, so I was thinking, oh, it's for the daytime.
Okay, so there's no lights, then that's fine. You can
okay.
say that. That's fine.
I thought it was a trick question.
No, it's no. I'm sorry.
Is that right?
President Sykes.
Yeah, just so.
Okay.
Member Hall.
Thank you. No, it wasn't a trick question.
Okay.
I don't do trick questions. It was just curious because $43,000 is a lot. So I'm just trying to figure out how we'll be able to utilize this field. So if it's for day games and for improvement, I'm all for it. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Member Hall.
Thank you, Member Hall. I think I'll just add that when this came before the Rules Committee, or when I talked to the director about this, that you said this was a system from 1965.
It's the original.
It's the original system from 1965, and that this system will be a permanent system. Thank you, Director.
Good evening, everybody. President Sykes, Superintendent. Yes, this is a permanent system for the stadium, and please be advised, even though we do not have lights there, this covers your home games for Garfield CLC teams. It does your middle school games, and it also does community games as well. So as an example, on the 31st of July, we hosted a community event there from 9 until 6. So it is used by a multitude just besides Garfield when Garfield isn't having a home game themselves. And it also hosts some of our other City Series games. It just depends on when it's available. Thank you.
Okay. All righty. So, any more questions, any more comments, clarifications? Thank you, Director. We appreciate that. Thank you, Member Hall, for bringing that information out also. All right. It's been motion and second. Oh, Member Kelly, did I see your hand up? No? Okay. So, Treasurer, would you please call the roll? Item number 25.3.
Mr. Jaros?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. Molnar?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mrs. Sykes?
Yes.
Ms. Hall?
Yes.
Reverend Harrison?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you, Treasurer. Item 25.4 is a resolution accepting the annual performance evaluation of the superintendent and the treasurer and approving a 2% primary wage adjustment for the superintendent. Is there a motion?
So moved.
So moved, Member Harrison. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Member Montgomery. Is there any discussion? Member Hall.
Thank you. Just a quick question. Is this, because I think I was reading it differently, is this the cost of living increase that everyone gets?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Any more questions, comments? Hearing none, seeing none, the treasurer will call the roll.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. Molnar?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mrs. Sykes?
Yes.
Ms. Hall?
Yes.
Reverend Harrison?
Yes.
Mr. Jaros?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you. Item number 25.5 is a motion to approve employment of the administrative specialist. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
So moved, Member Hall. Is there a second?
Second.
A second, Member Kelly. Is there any discussion? Member Montgomery.
Just one question. Two of the positions are listed as administrative specialist and one's administrative professional. Does that matter in this resolution with the title being specialist? Just a clarification.
Superintendent.
Thank you, Member Montgomery. I'm glad you brought that up because we will be making an adjustment to this. And so to Mr. Dawson, he'll be considered a specialist as well. When he was previously with us, the board had approved a higher salary, and we're not asking at this time for a higher. We're going to make that adjustment. It did not make it to this, so we can go ahead. Were you going to add more? Go ahead.
Member Montgomery.
Well, just in response to that, so then the rate on here is incorrect as well. So do we need to amend this or do we need to pull it?
I believe Mr. Canfield is prepared with an amendment to ask the board for, I'm sorry? Okay, then we'll pull it at this time. we're okay with that.
So, well, there's a motion on the floor. So we have to deal with that first. So, Member Hall.
Just a quick question. With the, we're looking at the daily rates and talking about the maximum hours per week. You know what, I just answered my own question. Disregard. Thank you.
Okay.
Who made the original motion? Was it me?
No, I think Member Hall made the original
We need
motion.
to withdraw it.
So Member Hall made the original motion and Member Kelly seconded. So Member Hall, would you like to?
I'll withdraw my motion, yes.
Okay. So all right. So the motion has been withdrawn. So we will move on.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Is there anything else to come before the board? There is not a reason to go into executive session. The organizational meeting will be Monday. The next meeting will be Monday, August the 24th, 2026. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
So moved by Member Hall. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Member Kelly. The treasurer will call the roll.
Ms. Hall?
Yes.
Reverend Harrison?
Yes.
Mr. Jaros?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. Molnar?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mrs. Sykes?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
We are adjourned at 6:29 p.m.
One's elementary, one's secondary. They're very, very similar, but slightly different based on the levy.
Is there a high school one too?
There's a high school in